I read 3 books last week. Let's talk about it. First is Reclaiming Our Space by Feminista Jones. We finally finished reading this with Freedom Readers. I've said it once and I'll say it again. If you love Black women, if you are interested in the way that we show up for ourselves and our community, both online and offline, this is the perfect read for you. Now that we've finished reading that, our next book will be How Europe Underdeveloped Africa by Walter Rodney. So if this is something that you're interested in reading, feel free to join us. Next, we have Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. I ended up DNFing this book around 51%. I'm on the fence about making a separate video explaining why I DNF'd this book, but overall, I thought that it had all the elements of a fantasy book, but I didn't care for the characters. I thought some of the writing was repetitive, and at some point, I realized I didn't want to keep thinking, I don't care what happens to these characters. And last but certainly not least, we have She Would Be King by Wayétu Moore. This is the first book that I'm reading for Read Liberia, and so far it's really interesting. I'm starting to realize how much I like magical realism. I also appreciate being able to read colloquia in a book. I feel like I've read a few books by African authors, and there are some things that I understand, there are other things that I don't, but finally reading a book by a Liberian author and knowing the slang and the colloquialisms that are being said, because that's what I grew up listening to. And even though I'm not too far into the book, I'm really enjoying this one.